There's a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, knowing what you can accept and what you cannot.
Hello, my people, and welcome to another episode of Sit, Sip, and Chat. My name is Glenda York of GCY Initiative. GCY Initiative is a destination marketing initiative based on the island of St. Martin, and Sit, Sip, and Chat is where I sit with different persons in the community about what they have going on and how are they creating positive change right here on the island. Today, I have with me digital influencer, content creator extraordinaire, Miss Serena Gumbs. Welcome.
Hi, welcome. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It was only a matter of time. And this was, what better way to have our first collaboration than on screen in front of the whole St. Martin?
Exactly.
Right? Okay. A little bit about Serena before we go into our chat. Serena Gumbs is a Caribbean lifestyle influencer and mentor from St. Martin, known for promoting island culture, digital entrepreneurship, and creator empowerment. She uses her platform to inspire and educate creators on building income through content and personal branding. Yes to all of that.
Yes.
Yes to yes. Okay. And people, we're here. We are here in the studios of Great Bay Media. Definitely, if you are a content creator, if you are a business, if you're looking, just to figure out, what it is you're trying to do, how to create the look that you're trying to create, check out Great Bay Media Studios. They're here on Canagita Street, number 32, Unit A. I remembered it this time, guys. Definitely check them out. Let them know that you heard about it right here on Sit, Sip, and Chat. Okay? All right. And with that, let me grab my thing to take my sip.
Me too.
We have to do the cheers before we take the sip, right?
Cheers. Juice.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So, for the people that don't know you, because I think that you've been climbing the ranks. Mm-hmm. I found out about you through a friend, Crystal of Kokomo's Concepts. Mm-hmm. You guys should check out that interview if you didn't check it out, by the way. Okay. Because she was also working on creating her content for her brand. And I'm not sure how she got in contact with you, but when we were discussing like just content creation and knowing that we should, but the struggles of doing it and everything.
Yeah.
And she told me about you, and I was like, okay, let me check out. And then I checked out your page and I saw that you were like actively doing the things. And I was like, oh, okay. So I have to do this thing for real because I know when I'm lapsing, mm-hmm. But then when you see someone that is actively working at it, you're like, okay, you can't be doing it all the time. So for the people that haven't discovered you as yet, how would you describe yourself and what you do?
Well, I would describe myself as a young, ambitious person mm-hmm. that I won't say went through a lot, but went through enough things to know what she wants, right? But also help people do what they want with themselves. And I feel like a lot of people don't know what they would like to do, especially in terms of content creation. They want to post about everything and anything. And I'd be like, you can't. You have to find 2-3 things and post about that, right? And so shout out to Crystal, by the way, for putting you on to me. When it came to Crystal, she actually reached out to me, I think on TikTok or Instagram. Mm-hmm. And that's when I was actually doing the one-on-one strategy classes on how to start content creation.
Pause. We're going to go back into your one-on-one strategy classes. I want to talk about you first. Because we're going to let people know what you do and what you offer. Because I feel like there's more than I know that you're offering.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to that. Mm-hmm. But first, because you're born and raised on St. Martin.
Yeah.
The Gumbs name kind of gives that impression, but I didn't want to assume. School on the French side?
Yes.
Okay, so then, because to my understanding, on the Dutch side, we have, when you reach high school, you do business or science. Is it similar on the French side?
No, I would say so, yes.
No? Okay, so then when you were going to school, how was the program?
It was very, how do they say? They had different sections for specific things. You had business, you had literature, you had science, but I did literature.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I studied the books and the reading and the stuff like that.
What about literature interested you?
French literature is very, I would say, romantic, and I love that.
Oh.
Yeah, the poems and the love stories. Yeah.
Okay, so they took you like deep into like, I must say reading comprehension because that like simplifies it, but to dissect and properly understand and how do you create and then distinguish the different types of poems and stories and just different types. So business wasn't in the mindset at that point?
No.
Okay.
But I believe that literature actually helped me a lot when it came to storytelling and content creation. Yeah.
I like that because people don't always realize, they're like, I don't want to read a book. I don't want to, but everything is connected. Is how you put it into play. I like that.
Yes.
She dropping gems already. Are you doing? Listen. Our people out here, we doing the things and we using what we have to create the future that we try to create. My people, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with more from Serena.
At Tellem, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh.
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
Every moment shared across our island.
Game time.
We're reminded this network was built by St. Martin for St. Martin.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Martin?
All right, let's go. Go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
And we are back, my people. Still sitting here with content creator, digital influencer, Miss Serena Gumbs. Now, you were telling me about your one-on-one sessions that you were having with clients. But before we get there, how did you go from French literature to finding, well, not finding because social media is everywhere, but French literature to digital content creation and deciding, oh, this is what I actually want to do?
So I'm going to start off with, I didn't choose to be an influencer or content creator, as everyone may think.
Okay.
I started out posting bikini content on Instagram. But also a few other things like with school, being on Snapchat, for example. And then they had the boom of influencers, I believe, in 2018 with all the YouTubers and stuff. And then I realized that's actually what I'm doing unconsciously. And that's when I started taking it a lot more serious. Nice. So I've been doing this for like 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's only now people kind of discovering me.
Yeah.
But from literature to content creation, I didn't get to go to school in France because of COVID.
Okay.
And that was 2 years in a row.
Oh, so your plans were to go to France
to study.
Okay.
And to study law.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't get to go to France or Guadeloupe due to COVID, and then my parents really didn't want to risk sending me and wasting money on studies. So luckily, a private school opened in Hope Estate, and I was able to study digital marketing there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see how COVID just like, it threw off things, but then in certain instances, it ended up being like a blessing in disguise. So you had to pivot, and then you still found your way to create your path in this. Okay, so you didn't choose content creation chose you.
Yeah.
And you decided to take full advantage and say, okay, then you're going to pay me for this.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That zigzag and where it ended up. So then 2018, that's a long time. Doing this, starting off, what was your first step? Because then you say, okay, wait, I creating content, I putting this out there. Okay, let me make this a thing. What was your first step in making it a thing, like an official, this is what I'm going to do? Because you went to the private school to study digital marketing, which was really cool, by the way.
Yeah.
How did you, besides that, what was your first step in this path?
I would say getting rid of the bikini content because I was pulling the wrong audience. And to do so, I had to delete that Instagram page.
Okay.
And start over fresh.
Start fresh.
Yeah. And I did the same thing with the YouTube channel as well. But I did take a month or two break during that summer of that year. I think it was 2020. Yeah, I took a break and then I started content creation back. And this time I decided to do lifestyle.
And you know what you were going to do because you took the break. Because you seem like a person, you plan it out.
Yes.
So you know, okay, if I'm going to do this, this is how we're coming back. This is the markets that we're going after.
Yeah.
This is what. Okay. And then when you started, how long was it between starting your refresh, the rebrand, and then getting like a professional gig where someone hired you now to create content for them? Or where you decided, you know what, I want to work with this brand. Let me push some content and tag them and then see if they are interested in it.
Yes. So I did a lot of skincare content. So with products, going to the beach, sunscreen, and then I would usually pitch to brands because they always say you have to pitch. People won't come to you if you don't go to them.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not open for it. So I had to pitch to brands, and it was mainly skincare products I would get. And this was with international brands before it became local collaborations. Yeah.
Nice.
And one thing for certain, that they were free collaborations. So I wasn't necessarily getting paid for them because of the low following that I had, but also not much knowledge neither.
So then, even though you had a low following, they were still willing to work with you. Just because it was free, but they were still willing to work with you, even if your low number counts.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think that is good information to know because you would think that they wouldn't, if your numbers are low, then you can't reach out to those international brands and you can't get those working relationships going because your numbers aren't high enough.
You still can.
You still can. Mental note?
Yes.
Now I know. Thank you.
It's all about mindset.
It's all about... Serena here calling me out. Okay, my people, we're going to take another quick break. Go to the bathroom real quick. Make sure you top up your drink. We're coming right back.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
My people, we are back. We're here sitting with Serena Gumbs. We're talking about digital content creation. being an influencer by default because you're good at what you do and just going ahead, doing the things, getting paid. With the getting paid, because I think that's one of the issues that some content creators on the island have. But I don't know if there's a difference between the French and the Dutch side, because on the French side, you guys are under France. So you have different, I want to say benefits, but I don't know if that's in relation to content creation as well as being eligible for paid digital creation payments. Versus the Dutch side, because of our location, you're not eligible in this side of the world and that type of thing. How does that work for you?
So for me, receiving payments, for example, from international brands, I use PayPal. And I know the Dutch side, you don't have direct access to PayPal. So I am working on that behind the scenes with Dutch side people to see if you have like workarounds. I found one way with Revolut, but it's like a lot of things to do, like getting a address in the US or in the Netherlands or a phone number from the Netherlands to connect to the account. But yeah, there's a lot of different jurisdictions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember the word as you were trying to remember the word and it wasn't coming to me either. So just a lot of restrictions in trying to get that done. But on the French side, you find that, or I should say being through France, it's a little bit easier in setting up the PayPal to receive those.
Yeah.
It's like small little 37 square miles, but like
exactly,
a little line makes quite the difference.
The only, I wouldn't call it an issue, but the only thing you have to think about is the conversions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the US dollar to the euros.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a difference. Okay, so then in, I want to say late, or in the second half of 2025, I believe it was, you came out with the Caribbean Creative Academy.
Yes.
Right? What's that and why did you decide to start that?
So it all started with Sue. So she's known under Life with Sue on Instagram. She reached out to me in November of 2024. Because she wanted to get into content creation, right? But we only got to meet, I would think, between December 2024 and January 2025. And we sit down at Chez Fernand in Marigot. And I was there with her for like an hour, teaching her how to start content creation. And she had loved it so much. And she was like, girl, you have to teach other people
How to do it.
Because she left with a lot of hope. She was very much optimistic, and within 6 months, she was able to grow her Instagram, her TikTok, and also get paid for content.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it took me like almost 8 years to get my first paid gig, and I'm like, yeah. So between January and March, I had about, I want to say 6 girls. Crystal was one of them.
Okay.
That was in that one-on-one strategy session. No, I kind of took it away because I wanted to do a lot more with the whole concept. And that's when I came out with the Caribbean Creative Academy. So it's me teaching girls or guys how to be content creators in the Caribbean, despite all the restrictions.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have girls from here, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines, and even Jamaica.
Nice.
So yeah, surprisingly, yes. So I have the strategy calls, I have the course, which is how to get started, because it's very time consuming to dinner with someone for a whole hour. So I decided to put everything in a course that you could get online on my Instagram, LinkedIn bio, and you get a free 30-minute call with me.
Okay.
So you can ask me any questions about the course or anything specific, because the course isn't specific, and I know you would want to ask me questions about the course depending on your situation. So that's where I come in.
Okay. But you're reaching farmer.
Yes.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love that for you. Oh, okay. So then we have the academy, and then that was, it was the second half of 2025 is when that started, right? And it continues into 2026, or are we coming with new things for 2026?
For 2026, It's continuing, but with new things.
Okay.
Yeah. So for example, for the month of January, I took away the course just to update the videos and everything, because social media is forever changing, so I have to update the videos. But I do plan on doing workshops, for example.
Okay. In-person workshop, digital workshops?
Both.
Okay.
Both. So for example, online I would probably do free webinars, super quick and easy for anyone that can't come to St. Martin or is elsewhere. And then in-person workshops for those that are like hands-on. Yeah.
You're busy. And you know what's funny is that I don't think people realize how much work it actually takes for content creation, because I think even now that people see social media is everywhere. There's content creators, there's social media managers, there's all these different things, but people still assume that it's an easy job. You go with your phone, with your camera, 1-2 pictures, you make a quick video, and that's it. But there's a lot of planning before you take those pictures, before you make that video. There's investments in making sure that you look what you're supposed to look like or what you want to look like to project. And I think a lot of people forget about that. Do you think you've encountered that when you approach a company and say, hey, do you want to work together? And then you say, this is what I charge for my fees. This is what I charge for the work that I do. Has everyone been receptive of what you charge, or have most people been like, but why am I paying you all of this money?
It has. I've had different situations like that. Number one, I would say comparison. Yeah, comparison, yes. So they would compare me to other content creators on the island. And it's not fair. For example, I've been doing this for how long? I'm full-time. And
I think that's important to mention. You are a full-time content creator. This is your job.
And I don't always film with my phone. I also have my camera and microphones. So I also have to charge based on what I use, my time, my words. And sometimes they don't understand that, and that's okay. Right? Most companies, they want to run ads on the videos, for example. And ads are... ads are specific to different audiences. So I know you're going to make sales off of those ads. So I can't let you run ads for free, for example. You know?
Which makes sense.
And so that's my main issue when it comes to getting collaborations.
Okay.
Right? A lot of people want to run ads and they think I don't know. But I do know.
Because you've been doing this for 8 years.
Yes. Or even giving in raw footage, for example. I can't give you raw footage. Because then you could go and make 10 reels out of that one video. Yes. So there's a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, knowing what you can accept and what you cannot.
There you go. There you go. Okay. And then, so before we wrap up, because this was great. It was short, but it was great.
Yeah.
What would you like to let the audience of St. Martin know about content creation and the influencers on the island? Speaking as one of them, not representative of all of them, and about you in 2026.
So I will say, if you have a company, a brand, a business, and you want to collaborate with influencers or content creators, know who is in alignment with your brand value, okay? You cannot, I would say, you cannot collaborate with a fashion influencer if you're a skincare brand, for example. You know, their audience isn't interested in skincare. Their audience is interested in clothing, fashion, how they style themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Serena, for sitting with me.
Thank you.
And for chatting with me.
You're welcome.
And I hope you enjoyed what you sipped on.
Yes.
My people, that was it. Make sure you check out Serena on her social media platforms. I'm going to put up her Instagram somewhere here on the screen. Great Bay Media going to help me out with that. Until the next time, my people, have a great one.
Cheers.